Alright, so anyone familiar with the Honey Badger Barbecue Sauce Kickstarter, this is one of the two bottles, or both bottles I should say. One is the triple strength on the right, and the one on the left is the regular strength. They did have a warning after these were shipped out to me, luckily, but there was a warning that some of the bottles unfortunately contained mold. Luckily, actually, I've let these sit out since I've received them after getting that email, and just to make sure if there was any mold in my bottles, I basically left these two bottles just sitting in the box, room temperature, usually around 70, 64 I think at the lowest in the household. Luckily no mold has shown up on either bottles, as per warning, depending on if you read the notice. Some of the triple strength actually leaked. Mine was actually one of the bottles that did leak. Leaked pretty badly, so there's a little bit missing off the top. I don't know if you can see his brain cavity there. It's not a lot leaked out, but it was a noticeable amount in the box. So since it was opened, I decided I should just leave it, and that's probably going to be the one that has the mold. But a few days later, 4 weeks later, and it's still nothing on it. Same for the other bottle. That one's perfectly sealed and there's nothing on it. Did notice some of the caps were like loosened a bit, like about that much when I received them. So I thought, oh, that's a problem. But then I checked the seal, and there's a paper seal on top, like there. So nice and snug. Haven't touched this one yet, so it's still sealed on there perfectly. The other one, however, did pop off, like pretty badly. That's how it leaked everywhere. So when the caps loosened slightly, like how it was earlier, it pretty much leaked everywhere. So I received it like this, a little bit loose, and basically was able to tighten it down and realized, oh, that's the problem right there. But luckily none of mine have gotten mold, so I might actually have a decent batch. Because of that, I actually tried the triple strength. It's pretty decent heat. Not as much on the sweetness factor. It smells basically just like a barbecue sauce, which of course it is a barbecue sauce, but I mean, it smells like a barbecue sauce, but not so much of the taste of barbecue sauce. I haven't actually cooked anything with this yet because, I've been testing it for a while, and so just seeing if mold grew, and so far nothing on either bottle, so I decided to try some of this one today. Literally just tried it a moment ago. I'd say for habanero, actually, it's pretty mild. I'd say it probably only went 400,000 on the Scoville scale. That's because there's a lot of different flavorings and such inside of it, so I'm sure that's probably also changing it. Plus the fact that I actually did not shake it or refrigerate it. So, back of the bottle, basically all the bottles should read the same, I think. Yeah, same thing. And that's what the Honey Badger Kickstarter hot sauce looks like, and sort of tastes like. I don't know, you'd have to try it for yourself. I can't really give a good explanation of what it tastes like. I'm pretty used to various hot sauces, as you can tell. So I'm not, not afraid of heat. This one I wasn't afraid of at all. It's probably more painful than I'm thinking of, but I only tried a little bit of each just in case. So this one's going to be sitting for another week just to hit the 5-week mark before I decide, okay, it's good enough, especially at room temperature. Otherwise, they're going to send a new batch anyway, so, might as well just keep one of them for posterity's sake, especially this one. So if you're part of the Kickstarter group that did order these, double check your bottles. I mean, most people did dump theirs. I'm sure some people ate theirs as well, but there's no major preservatives in there that I could tell. But technically the vinegar actually does help hold off some of the mold. Depending if it was in a large vat, the mold can form because the vinegar settles. So just a little helpful hint. But yeah, so far my bottles haven't been a problem yet. It could be also the mold was when the bottles were created, so it was actually in there before the bottles were filled. Because normally vinegar helps remove that. That's why there's chlorine inside pools and such to help get rid of moss and whatever else it is there, mold and such, I believe. Basically, a vinegar should be able to help, preserve most of the ingredients. Most. I wouldn't say all, but I'd say most of them. Yeah, so there you go. Still waiting for the new ones to come in since, I don't know. I trust these. I'd say I could probably eat both of them very easily, but maybe the new batch will taste better.